Disney family, welcome to another episode of For the Love of the Mouse. We are so happy you could stop by our channel today. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button on this video and the notification bell so that you are notified every time we release a video. Today we are talking the 2018 Food and Wine Festival. Now trust me when I say there will be plenty of vlogs that we put out in regards to this festival because it is absolutely one of my favorite times of the year at Epcot. I absolutely love it. It's very popular, so if you haven't planned a trip yet for this year's festival, be sure to get right on that because it is very popular, so check out when some great times to go are. Quick tip on that: if you are able to, avoid the weekends on this because that is definitely when the locals are going to hit up this festival the most. Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays, there's going to be so many locals there, which is great. We love the locals. I'm just saying, in order to do a little crowd control for yourself and to maybe hit a lighter day at the festival, try to go on a weekday when those locals are going to be at work. Unless you are local, and then we'll see you there. So this is the 23rd annual Food and Wine Festival, and it's going to run from August 30th to November 12th of this year. That is 75 days for the festival. What is Food and Wine Festival, you ask? Well, it is the kickoff to festival season at Walt Disney World. I know it's in the fall, but it is the first festival that leads into a series of non-stop festivals that ends with the end of Flower and Garden Festival in May. So we have Food and Wine Festival, which kind of kicks off festival season in the fall. Then we go right into International Festival of the Holidays, another great festival. Then we'll go right into Festival of the Arts, and then Flower and Garden will end the festival season, and then there's nothing really in terms of festivals going on in the summer. So Food and Wine Festival is a number of things. There are so many things that you can do with just your park ticket. So you will need a park ticket to get in, but unlike a lot of the extra ticketed events that are available in Magic Kingdom or other parks, there's really a ton of stuff that you can do at this festival and all of the Epcot festivals with just your park ticket. There are also some stuff that we're going to touch on here in a little bit that are extra tickets. So on top of a park ticket, you're also going to need to purchase a ticket for these specific events, and they're catered to some really great audiences. There's a lot to choose from. There's really something for everyone at this festival, and it's truly, truly amazing. So not only is there going to be the typical food in World Showcase, which we all know is really great, quite arguably some of the best food in Disney World, but there's also going to be kitchens or kiosks that are located all over the World Showcase, and they're also starting to branch into other areas of Epcot that are going to have amazing food from all over the world that are highlighting specific regions or specific types of food, and then they're going to have drinks from that area as well. A lot of places are going to have alcoholic drinks, and then a lot of places are also going to have non-alcoholic drinks. I know we say this all the time when we talk about alcohol in Disney, but if you are going to consume, be sure to consume responsibly, because if you do get caught intoxicated on Disney property and you do get in trouble for that, you are going to get banned for life. So just drink responsibly and be sure to take care of yourself and hydrate properly, because it's going to be hot for the majority of this festival. So there is a ton of stuff to do at Food and Wine Festival that is free with your park admission, like we've already talked about. So all of the kitchens are going to be free with park admission. There's a ton of them. They're going to be everywhere. Another really cool thing about this festival is the Festival Center. This year the Festival Center is going to be located next to Mission Space. It really houses some great stuff, including all of the merchandise, which is always incredibly popular for this festival. We've already seen a sneak peek of some of the merchandise coming out. It's again going to feature Remy and Figment. I love Figment. Actually, when I first saw that, I thought that Figment wasn't going to be highlighted this year, and I got really sad, but turns out he is, which is really great. The merchandise is really cool, so if you go to the Disney Parks website or blog, you can definitely check that out, and it's really great merchandise this year that they're kind of giving a sneak preview of already. In addition to that, that's where some of the extra ticketed events are going to be held, so be sure to check to see if that's where your event is going to be held if you're going to attend one of those. Another thing that is free with park admission is the Remy's Hide and Squeak. This is a really fun scavenger hunt where you can travel all over World Showcase and look for little Remy's that are hiding. The last thing we're going to talk about that is free is Eat to the Beat. So there's free concerts, free with park admission, concerts that are held throughout Food and Wine Festival, so be sure to check the calendar for that so that you can see who's going to be playing when you're there. So they're going to be over by the American Pavilion a lot of times in that amphitheater, and it's really fun. Be sure to check that out. Now we're going to talk about some of the events that happen during Food and Wine Festival that are extra ticketed events. One of these is the Wine and Dine Half Marathon. Marathon, which is a really popular weekend. That's going to be from November 1st through the 4th this year, and it's a really fun weekend. People come from all over to participate in these Run Disney events. If you've never participated in a Run Disney event, be sure to check this one out if there is still availability. The Run Disney events are really fun. They're put on really well, and this is a really popular one because a lot of people will come in to do the half marathon, also visit Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and then also visit Food and Wine Festival. Next, we're going to talk about the Gardens of the World Tour. This is an $85 per person event. It's a 3-hour event, and you also will need a park ticket for this. So you're going to need an Epcot park ticket in addition to this $85 ticket per person. This event is a culinary tour of the kitchens that are around the World Showcase for Food and Wine Festival, and also some of the ones that are just there normally. And you're going to learn about indigenous trees, various shrubs, flowers, all of the plants that are used. A lot of times when you'll be walking from booth to booth, you'll see that they're growing a lot of the plants that are being used for the dishes right in the area. And this tour is conducted by a Disney horticultural expert. Next, we're going to talk about Party for the Senses. Now, there's several different categories for this. Just like the other ones, this is an extra ticketed event. So category 1 is the Wine View Lounge category, and this includes a private reserved table, entrance into World Showcase Pavilion at 6:30 p.m., a specialty cocktail toast that will kick off the event. Then you'll also have access to a premium bar and artisan cheese station, and there's a ton of other amazing offerings that are going to be offered at this as well. This is $349 per person plus tax. This does include your gratuity. This is a really popular event. It always sells out, so if you are interested in doing this, I would be sure to check immediately to make sure that you get a spot for it. Category 2 is the reserved seating. This will give you reserved access to the main floor seating of the event with private table seating. The cost is $229 per guest plus tax, and then gratuity is also included. You will be able to enter the pavilion at 7 p.m. where the event is going to be held. These events are typically held on select Saturdays during the festival from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Now, there's several events that are happening in a lot of the showcases around World Showcases, so a lot of the countries. There's things like the tequila lunch in Mexico. There's an Italian food and wine versus beer pairing that's available in Italy. There's also an Italian regional food and wine lunch. Over in France, there's a Parisian breakfast and a French family meal traditions event. There's so many events, and you can learn more about those by calling 1-407-WDW-FEST. That's 1-407-939-3378. Or you can visit online at epcotfoodfestival.com or the Disney Parks blog website. Many times that there's going to be a lot of the same kitchens that were there last year. This year, a lot of the same food is going to be brought back. We already know that there's going to be one new kitchen, and it's where Taste Track is over by, I think it's over by obviously it's over by Test Track. That is one new kitchen that has been confirmed so far. They are going to be bringing back some really popular booths from last year that have been confirmed so far. The Wine and Dine, Hops and Barley, and then Flavors from Fire are all coming back this year. But we know that it's going to be a great event. We know that there's going to be great food. We know that there's going to be some old favorites that come back and some really great new things that are also going to be highlighted. So be sure to check out Food and Wine Festival. We would love to know in the comments, what is your favorite part of Food and Wine Festival? What's your favorite kitchen? Do you love to do the extra ticketed events, or are you satisfied with just doing the ones that are included with the park admission? We'd love to know what you think, so be sure to let us know in the comments. That's it for this post. Again, like I said, we will have so many more Food and Wine posts coming up for you, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And thank you again for stopping by, and for the love of the mouse, never forget that it all started with a mouse.